Welcome to this video with Mobile Europe. I'm here with Jonas Lagerquist, who's the Director of Product Management at Enea, and we'll be talking about Wi-Fi offloading in this interview. Why should telcos care about Wi-Fi offloading?
We see three main reasons for that. First of all, we have the massive load of traffic on mobile networks today, where up to 70% of traffic consists of video. And that's a number that will increase over time. So that in itself brings cost, of course, both the RAN side of the mobile network, but also on the core side. So finding cost-effective ways of offloading at least parts of the traffic in the network is a good thing to do. Second aspect is that spectrum, for example, in 5G is really high frequency, which penetrates badly into buildings, which makes building out indoor coverage more expensive on cellular than it used to be in the past. And Wi-Fi is a good complement in that aspect as well. And the third one is really about user experience. Users expect a good continuous service. And with offloading, you can get a seamless, secure connectivity without sort of the user notices the difference between the networks. And by better indoor coverage, that in itself helps sort of the user experience overall.
Why aren't more operators doing this now or doing this today?
It's a very good question. And the reason, I think, in most cases is that operators feel they lose control to a certain degree. Devices are today dictating basically what network to prefer and connect to, and most mobile devices are Wi-Fi first. Wi-Fi is the preferred technology to connect to, independent of iOS or Android, and that itself loses control for the operators. The second aspect is that operators are keen to reuse their existing core infrastructure, so policies and charging, etc., is all well integrated for mobile, and Wi-Fi is not naturally getting into that part. So those aspects, I think, are critical. That perception is that operators can lose the control, and that make them hesitant really to invest in this.
If control is the major issue, what is it that Enea is doing to help operators regain that control?
One option is to ensure that you don't necessarily need to take all this mobile traffic into the core. This is not bringing any additional revenue, but it increases the cost and investment needs for the operator if they need to take all Wi-Fi related traffic into mobile core. You can offload sort of locally, break out the traffic earlier, but you can still, through policy integration with policy and charging, can still maintain that part of control. So that's one aspect. The second aspect is actually to make it a little bit more clever which network the device selects. As I said earlier, devices prefer or select the network independently of the mobile operator decisions, but there are ways to play around that. One way is to actually work with predefined policies. You can dictate when a device should connect to Wi-Fi or when it should stay on the cellular network. And that can be sort of based on time, location, or even AI-based congestion data that we can extract, for example, from Eneas traffic management solution. So then you can make a pretty good prediction on when the mobile network is actually good. And if that is not congested, overloaded, let the device stay on the mobile network. And only in the case when there's a need to load balance or when the cellular network is congested, you allow the Wi-Fi connectivity. A next phase will really be to use live data from the network or the networks in itself to extract data from the cellular network from different 5G core nodes, but also, for example, for forthcoming camera APIs, which will present data related to the quality of the network. There may be other ways. There may be off-bound traffic data, historical data that can be used, but predominantly try to extract QoE data that is applicable at this point in time. The Wi-Fi industry, I would say, is a little bit less uniform in this, but there are initiatives there as well to increase the QoE exposure and to make it sort of possible to make a predictive decision on if to connect to a network and what the status is of that network at a given point in time. So there are different initiatives going in that direction, and Enea is well positioned to address all of them because we have the tools and the capabilities to help our operators and customers to deliver on this.